This is a public document brought in by the medical council through the prosecution. So they serve us this thing today. And if you watch there in this particular medical report, you can see all the ailments they say that Mazen Nandekalo is suffering from. And surprisingly, somebody that has all these particular issues, you now, in the last paragraph, to say that from your own distance, he can stand trial. Somebody that is passing through all this ailment. Having said that, too, go to make a consequential order. Say, please, go and examine him and report back to me. They never examined Mazen Nandekalo, only for them to come up with this report. Nigerian Medical Council, they should be very careful, because this is a professional body and you are expected to act professionally. In your report, you are expected, I'm not a medical doctor, but I'm a practicing lawyer. You are expected to show that on this particular day, we obtained his specimen. We carried out this lab, and the lab showed this, and we are talking about somebody's life, for goodness sake. You cannot just enter into your office room and you open your system and start writing trash, and you want court to rely on it. And surprisingly, we are expected to take a date for us to go, and because when the court gave us an opportunity to respond, we are ought to have taken a date to confer from our clients. It was when Nnamdi Kanu said, "What? We are the people that even gave Nnamdi Kanu this thing." When the court was about to sit, we are talking about somebody's life. Of course, as a matter of this thing, the Igbos are on trial. This is a war against the Igbos. Of course, you are here when the president ordered the police and the army to go and negotiate and have a discussion with the terrorists and the non-bandits in this town.
With their arms.
And somebody that is exercising his rights as given to him by the constitution, both local and international legislations, and you say that he should enter trial. Trial for what? What is it? What are you trying for? Do you have even jurisdiction? Does the court have jurisdiction to entertain this particular matter? Somebody that has been discharged by court of appeal. So we don't want to go into that. This is a trial. Again, the Igbos are on trial. This is a persecution, not a prosecution. And I stand by it. And I'm calling the entire Nigerians. It's the Igbos and the Nnamdi Kanu today. It can be another person tomorrow. And we should stand against it. That's why we are protesting. Why should we be treating a human being like this? Simply because the offense Nnamdi Kanu committed is because he's an Igbo man. Can you do it somebody from the north? Can you do it somebody from the west? You cannot. People have been agitating. So Boy has been going around agitating for Republic of Oduduwa. Have you arrested him? The answer is no, because Nnamdi Kanu is an Igbo, and they feel that nobody can speak with him for him, and we are saying no to that. We can never be intimidated. Nobody is more Nigerian than anybody. Nobody is a second-class citizen in this country, and we are going to fight it. I'm begging judiciary not allow yourself to be used. They know what they are doing. Are you telling me that it was on the 13th? Court gave you 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, you now produce this document on the 13th, and you kept it with you. You did not allow us to go and see our client with it, only for you to serve us 5 minutes before court is sitting, and you ask us to respond. Is this injustice or injustice, for goodness sake? We should call evil, and when you call evil, it will stop existing. That is our submission. Thank you.
No evaluation.
I believe that is where Nigeria mentality, Nigeria ways of doing things comes in. Even if a person way they don't sentence to buy or abroad, they still have the right to say, on this day, I not day well. I need treatment. I've seen cases, somebody where they don't already say they go buy am so and so day, probably maybe next 2 months. Before that next 2 months, even if they face some serious health challenge, you go see doctor, go still come treat them till the very day when they pronounce say, on today, now they won't buy them. Why? A day can change a man. If you pronounce and say, walk by next day, and at the end of the day, appeal court or rather judge come overturn am. Because of say they already sentence and say walk back tomorrow or next week, and he get medical or health challenges, you say you no treat am. They trample on the fundamental human right of that same inmate. When we talk of somebody who's been there for so many years now, no matter what, Nigeria government will bury their face in shame and do the needful. And Nigeria Medical Association I don't think you guys are doing this simply because you feel like doing it. I know that profession happens to be a very professional one as that. I believe the power that be is the one controlling you guys, because even if I don't know the kind of ailment, haven't listed them out, and you are still saying the person if you stand trial, what are you trying to insinuate? Now you carry the sickness of body. Somebody if you get just normal headache, if you get up for ground. Another person if you still get that same headache, you go run around. So it all depends on how individual, how person be. You cannot tell him when you already specify that so and so person they suffer from this ailment. And at this point, for the Igbos, Nigerians not to believe that, who now believe say some are not Nigeria, some are second fiddle, second class citizen in their country. I believe what is good for the goose will also be good for the gander. A situation whereby the president keep mute, watching, give directive, make governors they negotiate with terrorists, bandits. All those ones they not come alone, they come with every ammunition. And as at the time they were leaving, they also left with it. Not even a word from the government to dislodge them of those arms and ammunition, which they acquired illegally. Yet, somebody who is seeing the need that if we not give us this opportunity to even taste power at the presidency, there's need for you guys to let us go. Agitation, not be crime. Even if it says so many things, now so they go born Nigeria, so now zoo country and every other thing. Anybody by say it out of anger. But that same thing when you talk, yes, this Sunday Igboho from the Southwest have also said it. How come all this why? We not put them for the same place, they tried them there for the same place. And these are some of the mentalities where Nigeria government they showcase that is making our Igbo brothers and sisters believe say when they see them as foreigner in their own land. I want to beg, let the law take its course the way it should be. Not be say the symbol of law with the tie eye. When they reach now the kanu, when they open and they look who is not who. At this point, I want to say it's totally wrong for the presidency to they treat some persons as slaves, second fiddle, second class citizens. While some, when it comes to applying the law the way you are applying it to nnamdi kanu, una go throw on our face. Everybody they watch. But by the time everybody is treated equally, I'm so sure no Igbo man, be it nnamdi kanu or the rest, will talk about say they won't come out for Nigeria. And that exclusion when Nigeria government get against them, and they make them most time they say, if you don't need us, gonna let us go. A situation whereby the law that is applicable in the north, now they apply them for southwest, southeast, south, and the 6 geopolitical zones of Nigeria, the same constitution how would they use. Have it at the back of your mind. We will have a Nigeria of our dreams. But today, Nigeria is almost like a nation where you get about 3-4 constitutions, because waiting that they do for north go scot-free. If you try for south, you might go in for it. Is this the kind of Nigeria that we are planning to have, or Nigeria of our dreams? Anyway, whatever you think, drop your comment in the comment section once. Share and follow the page. For the record, they should allow nnamdi kanu to take medical treatment before any trials